Hello, I'm Victoria Southworth from Lone Star College Kingwood Advising, and I'm going to be sharing today my 4 best practices for advising EDUC 1300 students. My first best practice is to have a good relationship with the professor. This means I reach out to the professor early on, let the professor know who I am, let the professor know how to reach me. Also, let the professor know what I'll be sending to students, the information I'll send, the types of material that we're going to cover in our advising session. So having a good relationship with the professor is crucial. It helps the students to see that we're working together as 2 professionals, a team whose interest is in seeing that they successfully complete the EDUC 1300 class. My second best practice is to have a fearless conversation with each and every student. This means I'm willing to share my own challenges, my own concerns with the student. I try to get them to open up so that they'll share with me what challenges they're having. This way I can best connect them with the appropriate resources on the Lone Star campus. Sometimes this means I share with them that I'm a first-generation student. Well, I was. I actually got my parents enrolled in Lone Star, and now I'm not a first-generation student. My mother graduated from Lone Star College in 2012, and then from the University of Houston in 2014. So I'm no longer a first-generation student. That's just one example of some of the things I'll share with students to help break the ice so that they'll share with me what's going on in their world, and I can then best serve them by getting them connected with whatever resources they need as a first-generation student or as a student who may need other types of accommodations. My third best practice is to be very aware of campus resources. So I frequently talk about communities and schools. Students are pleasantly surprised to know that Lone Star College has a licensed social worker on campus to help them with some of the more sensitive issues that they may encounter while they are a college student. I'll share with them that the Office of Technology Services is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and that if a student who's taking 6 credit hours or more needs a laptop, our Office of Technology Services can connect them with a laptop to use. I share with them what the library has to offer. The EDUC 1300 class requires that students do a career research project. The librarians can help them with any kind of research. And I also remind them that it's very good before they settle on a degree or a transfer program or even a career to do some career research. Know what it's going to take to get into that career, know what kind of money is involved with that career. So knowing campus resources, especially things like communities and schools, the Office of Technology Services, and the library, is crucial to helping EDUC 1300 students. I want them to be able to connect with the right resources so that they can be successful. My final best practice is to make sure I outline with each and every student what they can expect from advising after the EDUC 1300 class is over. They can expect to have an assigned advisor each semester. They can make an appointment with the assigned advisor through their My Lone Star portal. If they're more comfortable reaching out to me, I'm more than happy to help them even after their first semester in the EDUC 1300 class. They can also expect to have an indicator put on their account when they reach 30 credit hours. That indicator is there so that we can have discussions about transferring, about reaching out to career services, about preparing for the next step after Lone Star. So I want them to know that they have an assigned advisor and that they can expect the 30 credit hour indicator. I also want them to know that they can reach out to me anytime they have questions, or they can reach out to any advisor. They can come to student services and be seen as a walk-in. We're here to help. My favorite thing to do as an advisor is to send out emails in March and April to shout out for all the graduates. What I'll do is I'll send an email to every one of my students in EDUC and my AOS and my TAP and all the students that I serve. I'll send an email out saying, hey, do you know a graduate? Do you know someone who's going to walk across the stage in May? If so, congratulate them. If you want to know how long it's going to take for you to walk across that stage, please reply to this email. I'll be happy to send you a list of the courses you have left. So that's my most favorite thing to do as an advisor. It's what they can expect when they get closer to graduating as a shout out. But even before then, they're welcome to send an email to see how many classes that they have left. So those are my 4 best practices. Have a good relationship with the professor so that they trust me with their students and I trust them to send their students to me. Also, to have fearless conversations with those students. Let them know what kind of challenges could be ahead of them and to encourage them to discuss any kind of challenges that come up. Number 3, be familiar with campus resources so that we get students connected to whoever they need to be connected with or whatever they need to be connected with so that they can succeed. And the last, I want them to know what to expect from advising so that they're never afraid to ask for help. Thank you. Again, this is Victoria Southworth. I hope you can benefit from these 4 best practices of mine.